Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm host Muhammad Hansla and we are talking about something really special, a topic really hot in the world of sports, Euro 2024. The tournament has reached its semi-final stages and we have two huge clashes between giants, two mouth-watering events just waiting to be watched. Fans, millions of fans around the world have been waiting for this moment as Spain take on France while England lock horns with the Dutch. So today we are going to do some expert predictions and tell you just who we think are going to make it to the finals and who are going to crash out. But before we go into the predictions, let's just do some quick roundup of the quarterfinals. So the quarterfinals, we have had two great games and two some meh ones. You know, the quality which you don't like to see in the quarterfinals of a major tournament. The major match of the tournament was Spain taking on Germany, in which was dubbed the final before the final, as two of the heavyweights, two of the favorites went head to head in an entertaining clash. The game, both teams started on front foot. It was exciting, it was exhilarating, it was what a fan's dream is made of. Portugal versus France ended 0-0 and the game went to penalties. Up came TikTok star Joao Felix. He stepped up from the spot and hit the ball straight to the post. Joao Felix, let me remind you, he costed 120 millions not many seasons ago, and he's labeled the Wonder Kid. He took this responsibility and he produced one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. That penalty was a disgrace. That's it. Nothing more. It was a disgrace. All the Portugal fans were heartbroken. Ronaldo was heartbroken. Pepe was crying. It was really emotional, very sad to see such legends being knocked out of the tournament due to mistake of such a player. That was really shameful. Spain eventually triumphed 2-1 courtesy of final last minute winner by Michael Merino, which broke the German hearts and sent them crashing out of the tournament, also making Real Madrid legend Toni Kroos go for an early retirement. This was a great match which saw Lamine Yamal become the first teenager to register 3 assists in a major tournament, along with German sensation Florian Wirtz becoming the youngest ever scorer for Germany in the Euros history. We also had some fabulous goalkeeping performances by Marco Kurela, whose controversial handball wasn't given a penalty, which the Germans are making a fuss about, and rightly so, because that was exceptional piece of goalkeeping, and Buffon, Neuer, Van der Sar, Schmeichel, everybody would have been proud of the save Cucurella made. Exceptional. Next up was Portugal versus France, and what a game it was on paper. That was one of the worst ties of the round, one of the most exciting ties of the round, which turned out to be one of the worst matches I've seen really throughout the tournament. We were treated of 120 minutes of gross football, sideways passing, no intent by both teams. I seriously don't know how they have made it to the quarterfinals, much to the pain of thousands, millions of Ronaldo supporters around the world who wanted him to win this Euro and then retire. Much to the pain of these and of the players, as it was evident from Pepe. The poor man was in tears. He's 40 and he was still putting up their performances, and these TikTok kids come and ruin his country's chances of qualifying. That's very sad to see. So, on to the next matches. On the right side of the bracket, we had England take on Switzerland and Austria versus Turkey, the latter of which was a really fascinating clash. Turkey started really bright and were deservedly 1-0 up. Real Madrid sensation Arda Güler was running circles around the midfield, around the orange midfield. You know, it was very hard to believe that he's 19-year-old with the level of skill, composure he was showing. But just as the Dutch has done all tournament, they came back with a 2-1 comeback win to put them into the finals. Excellent defensive performance with goal line clearances and final last moment saves. On the other side of bracket were England against Switzerland, while the Dutch and the Turkey locked horns. And this match was really fascinating, one of the best matches of the tournament, as Turkey started really brightly, led by Real Madrid sensation Arda Güler and Hakan Çalhanoğlu. They deservedly went 1-0 up ahead, but the Dutch, showing really steel and some real grit, came back from behind not for the first time in the tournament, and sealed a 2-1 win in a game full of drama, missed chances, and an amazing last-minute save by the Dutch goalkeeper Weerbruggen to make sure that his team progressed to the semifinals. England versus Switzerland was exactly the opposite. England versus Switzerland, the last quarterfinal with the Swiss hoping for an upset against the underperforming England. England manager Gareth Southgate has come under heavy criticism, and rightly so, because they have plethora of talent on their hand. On paper, their squad is one of the strongest. They have the Bundesliga top scorer Harry Kane. They have Premier League top scorer Phil Foden. They have the player with the most goal contributions, Cole Palmer, and he's left on the bench. He was starting most of the games. They have the talent of Kobe Mino among their ranks. I mean, what a squad! What a squad! This squad, you can bet the squad to beat any team in the world. And Gareth Southgate has limited this team to playing backward passes and turret ball. So the game started just as we expected. The Swiss pressing high and trying to force England to make a mistake. The England with their passive game that we have seen all season, really they have been a very horror watch. The game the game was level at normal time, 1-1, which led to extra time and then to the penalties, in which England put behind the ghosts that have been haunting them since the last Euro 2022 final against Italy, where Saka redeemed himself and slotted away the penalty, and Iwan Tony came up with a spectacular no-look penalty, which honestly was the only positive point for England, the only entertaining point for England, I think, the whole tournament. This was all the action from the Euro quarterfinals. There was a lot of action, and now we can finally move for our expert predictions. So, first of all, tomorrow night, 12 a.m. Pakistani Standard Time, we have a huge clash. Spain take on France, and most of the pundits, most of the fans, almost everyone agreed that whoever wins this competition, whoever wins this game, is the favorite for the competition. And while Spain seems the heavy favorites based on form and based on how they have played, and France have underperformed massively. Let me just remind you that France have not scored a single goal from open play. They have been on goals and penalties. That's it. No, not even a single goal from the open play. So the Spain are heavy favorites. But as we all know, this is tournament football, and in tournament football, and especially knockout rounds, form goes out the window. England versus Netherlands, second semi-final. This seems a fairly balanced tie. Both teams have underperformed massively, and I think this can go any side's way. What will be the deciding factor is that which team wants it the more, which team is willing to run more. I think that the Dutch might just have a little bit edge over England. They have shown great strength, great steel, great determination to come from behind multiple times in the tournament with a really solid backline and really good keeper. I think they might just go on to the final. So guys, this was it. These were the expert predictions. Make sure to comment below and let us know, do you agree with the predictions or not, and feel free to leave down your predictions. As always, like, subscribe and share. Until next time.